This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, a pass underneath for Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Jones eluding the pressure right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A gain of 6 there on first. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. And the Giants send out their punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. .31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
10 at the 24-yard.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
With the score,
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
There's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 4.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in.
For a Giants.
First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Gonna give this time to the tailback. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. He was 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7. Wilson, this will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Now 3rd down.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Desmond King picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go play action now. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Now Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in this.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Jones throwing for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Giants 6.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 37. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and through, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
50-yard line.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 18,
Operating from the gun, Jones. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
89.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's a gain of 12 yards.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
And the 11.
He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Lorenzo Carter.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and
10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 40, Giants 6.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Wilson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returning is Peppers. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off the play fake. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Down and the 11.
Check 45 at the mic. Check 45 at the mic. It's our deal. It's our deal.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Jones now throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
That's a gain of 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well, trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 47, Giants 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On second down, Barkley. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
26.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.